Section 5. Various techniques to boost your model. The field of the data science is something which is incomplete without machine learning. Machine learning gives your models better predictive powers. In this section, you will explore some important machine learning techniques like decision trees, random forest, support vector machines, etc. Here, we will also spend some time on studying about artificial neural networks, which are the starting point towards deep learning. Here, we will also be giving you some overview about clustering. Please note that the aim of the upcoming sections is to bring programmers with little or no machine learning experience to the point where they feel competent and comfortable to incorporate machine learning into their projects. Also, the sections do not survey a wide range of algorithms. There may exist a number of algorithms, but instead, here we cover several best-in-class algorithms that can offer you performance, flexibility, and clarity. Let us get started. Introduction to Machine Learning. In this video, we will look at the Introduction to Machine Learning and the Logistic Regression. Now, we will revisit the machine learning definition that we touched upon in the previous section. We saw that machine learning is that discipline that deals with programming the systems so as to make them automatically learn and improve with performance. And now it is the time for us to look at some mainstream machine learning problems. And now it is the time for us to look at some mainstream machine learning techniques. Please note that the topic of machine learning is very vast, and the intent here is to only look at the topics that can act as a good starting point for people with little or no experience in machine learning. Also, in the previous sections, we have explored different types of the regression problems. Regressions are well suited for the problems that are continuous in nature. In this section, we will see the useful techniques for classification only. The first technique that we are going to study is the logistic regression. Logistic regression. Logistic regression is an instance of the classification technique that you can use to predict a qualitative response. For example, if you want to predict if a customer is going to churn or not going to churn. In this case, logistic regression model will give you the probability that a customer is going to churn or not going to churn. Linear regression does not have this capability because if you use linear regression to model a binary response variable, the resulting model may not restrict the predicted values within 0 and 1. This is where logistic regression comes into the play. In logistic regression, you get a probability score that reflects probability of the occurrence of an event. Now, let us see the implementation of the logistic regression in R. To implement logistic regression in R, we use the GLM function. GLM function stands for Generalized Least Square Models. Here, the syntax is first we specify the formula, and then we specify the family as the binomial, and then we specify the data. Now, let us implement this in RStudio. Here, we will use the breast cancer dataset that is present in the MLBench library. Let us load this dataset first. Now, we are creating the copy of this dataset with no NAs present. Let us see the structure of this dataset. Let me zoom it for you. Here we can see the first thing is the first variable is ID, which is a character variable, and the other variables are the factor variables.